Fatima got some explaining to do. Karen got some questions for Aaron. And we already know that Zach is not going to take this well. What's good, y'all? It's your good sister Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Sistas video. And in this video, I am breaking down the synopsis for episode number 21 from season 5, titled A Vicious Cycle. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my sisters' conversations with this good content. And without further ado, let me read this synopsis to you. An unforeseen visit from an old friend sparks up questions Fatima has to address. Karen has her doubts about Aaron after seeing him in a different light. Alright, y'all, as we round out the last 2 episodes of season 5, this looks like it's going to be good. The 2 major couples of the series are having a lot of drama, as we have seen in the past episodes, but just also a ton of questions as we come towards the end of this season. And I want to start off with Fatima. At the time that I'm recording this, we just watched episode 19, Truth Hurts, and we got the preview with episode 20, with the young man showing up saying that he was looking for Fatima at Zach's door and saying that he is her baby's father. And I believe that this is the unforeseen visit from an old friend that sparks up questions Fatima has to address. And I talk about this in my preview video for episode 20, so if you haven't checked that out yet, go ahead and watch that after this video, just for a little bit more context and all the information that you could possibly have in going into these new episodes. I don't think that it is exactly what it appears to be. Could Fatima have had a child? Yes. But then there's also so many other things that could have happened. She could have been a younger person and, you know, did egg donation. Women who are in their 20s, especially were in college at different times. I know I have definitely considered it. Never went through with it, but we're being recruited to give eggs or do egg donation, and you can make anywhere from $6,000 to $8,000 with each cycle of egg donation that you did. And that is something, you know, that is a very, very profitable segment of medicine. The same thing with men. I mean, men don't get the same amount of money for sperm donation because it's a little bit more readily available for them and less of an invasive process to get their sperm. But there are men who in college make money by doing a bunch of sperm donation, right? So I think that that could be a thing, and I wanted to really explore that in the episode 20 preview, just to try to offer up some additional ideas or what could explain away this random guy showing up, because it is concerning, it is alarming. But then also when we think about it, maybe not so much, because Fatima has kind of played it cool. Ever since Heather arrived, she has really played it cool, aside from like pushing Heather's head into the mirror, right? She's had way more smoke for Karen, or way more distrust for Karen, because she understood that Zach actually had a strong emotional tie to her, could potentially still be in love with her, which ultimately I guess would make for potential competition. So Fatima has had a lot more energy for Karen than she has for Heather. Like with Heather, it was just like, girl, you're a non-factor. We need to figure out the paternity. And then now you trying to come for us money. Let's figure out how to not let that happen. Okay, I need to do this little petty plan and get Hayden to drop you as a client. Okay, cool. She not really tripping. And again, I literally chalked that up to, okay, well, maybe she just sees Karen as a potential threat in reference to Zach still having feelings for her. But she could have been playing it cool because she had a kid too. She could have been fine with it from the jump because she had a kid tucked away, and this is something that could have happened from her end. Now, I will go ahead and say that I don't like the way that it's being introduced in reference to how Tyler Perry chose to write it, because he does feel like he's just springing up information that he never really laid the groundwork or build out a strong character story path for it, and it kind of feels like it's just getting sprung on us. It feels very convenient for the writing in order just to keep things dramatic, but it could have been that Fatima was again cool with Heather from the very beginning because she had this in her past and she never revealed it. But then that also brings the question, like, how are Zach and Fatima in a place where they decide that they're going to get engaged and they haven't gotten to a point where they can reveal certain things from their past about each other? It's just more, to me, warning signs, orange flags, red flags about how they need to stop and they need to reconsider what's going on, and they need to get to a better place, a more solid foundation. Because if Zach lost his damn mind about a photo that made Fatima uncomfortable with him and Karen, then we know that he's going to lose his damn mind about a man showing up saying that he is Fatima's baby's father. Like, y'all, that's crazy. And I hope that Fatima is as forthcoming as possible with whatever information around this circumstance is possible, because one of the things for me that I have wanted, specifically when the photo thing came up with Zach and Karen, I wanted Fatima to behave in a way that was going to be the model example for what she expects from Zach. So I had all the smoke in the world for how Zach just really overreacted and really put himself first and didn't show up for Fatima in the way that I felt like he needed to when it came to Fatima having to confront Ian and all of the trauma that came along with that past relationship and all of the things that took place in that relationship. This was the perfect opportunity, once now she has a photo of him hugging Karen, for her to show him like, yo, this is exactly how I wanted you to respond to me. But she literally flies off the handle as well, does a little bit too much as well. So again, this is going to be another opportunity for her to model how she would like their relationship to move forward, how she would like them to interact with one another, seemingly that she's starting to have the same things pop up from her past that Zach has in his past. I would love to know, do y'all think that Fatima actually has a kid that she gave up for adoption? Do you think that she did what I think she might have did in reference to egg donation and made her information public so that the family, whoever used her egg, could reach out to her if the kid has ever asked any questions? Or what are some of the other thoughts that you might have around where this guy came from, who is this kid that he's talking about, and yeah, what are your thoughts and predictions in reference to that? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now, the other half of the synopsis is that Karen has doubts about Aaron after seeing him in a different light. I think that she doesn't see him in a different light after he fought for her. So that's not the different light that we're talking about. I think that Aaron could be prepping to propose to Karen, truthfully. Now that she is seemingly all in their relationship, is starting to see things the way that he's been trying to get her to see things, starting to talk in the way that he's been trying to get her to talk, and just basically do all that he was hoping for. Now he wants to move forward full steam ahead and like really show her that he is here and he's not going anywhere. And I think that the secrecy that comes with like planning a proposal and wanting to do certain nice things is going to be the thing that alarms her and starts to give her doubts. Now, I have a video where I talk about different characters within Sistas. You can go ahead and check it out in the links down in the description box down below, where I really break down these personality types, their attachment styles, specifically in love, because it was eye-opening to me once I sat down for a second and really like assessed what attachment style each of these characters has and like what their personality types are. It really just makes sense for like why they do the things that they do. So if you want to see more of that, you can go ahead in the description box down below, or also hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my sisters videos. But given the fact that Karen is a character who really suffers with a fearful attachment style, she is always a person who is going to start to, if you give her room to doubt or to question, then she's going to. And once Aaron starts behaving out of character or starts hiding things from her, given that he is so open and so forthcoming, that is where her doubts are going to come from. But I really don't believe that we have anything to worry about at all. Like, I really don't think that we have to be concerned about where this relationship is going to go. I'm hoping that it's going to be very, very lighthearted, and that whether Karen decides to like really go down this road of like, I knew I couldn't trust you or not, ultimately she's going to arrive and understand that that was all for her to begin with. But I would love to know what you think. Do you think that she's going to have a reason to doubt Aaron? What is a different light that you think that she's going to see him in? Let me know what your predictions for episode 21, titled A Vicious Cycle, in the comments down below. It's your good sis, you love to talk TV with. Thank you so much for joining me for this video, and go ahead and click here to get into the episode 22 synopsis.